There's a couple of things you can do here. And the first is pay attention to the end in mind. What is it you're working towards? And do whatever you can to get that as crystal clear and as focused as you can. You might have a dream board, write down, journal exactly what it is that you're after, but getting really clear on what the destination actually is of what you're building to. With that, remember, getting out of debt is actually not motivating. It can be incredibly discouraging. It feels like every time you're making a payment, it can feel like you're whipping yourself with a wet noodle and you're going, oh my gosh, how did I get into this mess? Silly me, silly me. And that's one of the reasons why we talk about the split. We talk about the pay yourself first amount going towards your future freedom, like taking a third of the pay yourself first amount and putting it towards your future freedom, and 2/3 towards getting out of debt. So it's a balance. Often it's seeing your debt go down and getting a bit of encouragement from that, but then seeing your emergency buffer building first of all, and then seeing the successes that come from getting your money going towards your freedom generator is where the real motivation comes along. So yep, some small goals of getting out of debt that can be important in getting more money that you can apply to pay yourself first, but then it's really seeing your money working for you. And a very good friend of mine, in fact, it was actually the best man at my wedding, Wayne Whitesmith, he talks about getting out of freedom one bill at a time. And I think this is just a beautiful analogy. So the goal for future freedom can seem far off, but if you just look and say you're putting your money aside and let it build up, and then maybe your freedom generator is able to cover your electricity bill. And then maybe it builds up a little bit more and it's able to cover your water bill. Now, remember, you don't want to use the money to start with, you want to keep reinvesting it, but you know that it has the potential to take over one bill, and then the next bill, then maybe it's your mobile phone bill, and then maybe on top of that, it's then the gas or your fuel for your car. And then you're getting towards freedom one bill at a time. And you can be looking at your money planner and just ticking off which bill you've covered from your freedom generator, and literally that can be incredibly motivating, just knowing that your generator is incrementally getting you a little closer to freedom. So that can be one side of it. So remember, killing your debt, yes, but that mustn't be the only thing you do. You must be building towards freedom at the same time. The next element I encourage you to do is this: set some milestones along the way that you can give yourself some small rewards. You know, life is about enjoyment as well, and you want to be making sure that you take your planned future expenses and you're putting a little bit of money aside for things that do give you some rewards and allow you that self-care, allow you to feel that you're actually enjoying life at the same time. And that's a little bit of my perspective on some of the ways you can maintain your encouragement. Begin with the end in mind. Remember, getting out of debt, yes, but putting money away for your future freedom, and see yourself eking yourself towards freedom one step at a time, and make sure you also reward yourself along the way.